Welcome to Moms with Mouse Ears, your guide to the magic. Today we're talking about something that can save you precious time on your next trip. Things not to spend time doing while at Walt Disney World. Let's make the most of your Disney day, and here are some of our top tips on what to avoid spending time on at Disney. First up, let's talk parades and shows. While it's tempting to grab a front row spot hours before a parade, it's really not necessary. By watching in a less crowded area, you can easily catch these shows without wasting valuable park time. Consider grabbing a snack and watching from a less crowded area like Frontierland or Liberty Square, or even just catching it as you walk by. Trust me, the views are great from almost anywhere in the park, and actually one of my favorite places to watch fireworks is behind the castle in Liberty Square. You get a great view and it just creates a totally different experience. Next up is dining at Disney. Dining at Disney is an experience in itself, but you don't need to book sit-down, pricey meals for every meal of your trip. They can be quite time-consuming and add a lot to your budget. Mix in some quick service options or even just bring your own snacks to keep things moving. There are plenty of delicious and unique options like mobile ordering at Casey's Corner or the Starlight Cafe, or try the famous Dole Whip on the go. Save that time and use it for another ride on Space Mountain instead. Number 3 is shopping for souvenirs during peak times during the middle of the day. We all love Disney merch, but shopping at peak times can really be a time spender. Instead, plan your shopping for early mornings, late evenings, or even on a non-park day at Disney Springs. If you see something you love, snap a quick photo and buy it later. Don't let long lines for souvenirs steal your ride time, especially when you can shop later on in the evening before you leave the parks. Just don't forget to stop in the stores before you go. Our fourth tip is not to overplan every single minute of your trip. It's easy to get caught up in planning every single second of your Disney day, but trust me, some of the best memories are made when you go with the flow. Leave some wiggle room in your schedule for spontaneous fun, like jumping into a dance party or stopping for a character meet that you didn't expect to see. Disney magic often happens when you least expect it, so don't miss out by being too rigid with your plans and actually taking up too much of your time with scheduled fun. Our fifth tip is not to stand in line without checking wait times. You want to be smart about your wait time. Standing in a 90-minute line when the wait time will drop later in the day to 30 minutes is a waste of time in our book. Use the My Disney Experience app to check wait times and plan your rides accordingly. The new Genie system even gives you tips that you can look for these rides later in the day and suggested times to return back later when the wait time might be a little bit lower. We've often seen that later in the day, people usually get tired and start leaving out the parks by 5 or 6 o'clock, so our family usually takes a break midday, especially if it's super hot outside. Then we head back into the park about 5 or 6 o'clock, and we're able to get in a number of rides, maybe grab a meal, and have a great end to our evening. So this can be a great way to tour if you are especially traveling with older children, or if you just want to take a break in the middle of the day. Go back to those longer wait time rides at the end of the evening, and I've literally walked on to rides like Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. Most times of the year this is possible, except for during those busiest holiday season times like Christmas and Thanksgiving. Check out our itinerary suggestions on momswithmouseears.com to get suggested plans for each Walt Disney World theme park and more tips on how to maximize your time in the park. So there you have it, friends, 5 things not to spend your time on at Walt Disney World. By avoiding these common time traps, you'll have more time to make magical memories with your family. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and share it with your fellow Disney friends. Don't forget to subscribe to Moms with Mouse Ears for more Disney tips and tricks, and let us know in the comments what you think is a waste of time at Disney. See you real soon!